sure that everything is cooked and are ready to serve you hot and fresh. Ayokunmi right here. Joining me this morning to take a look at the stories that are making the rounds and getting us talking, ready to shake tables and even break them as well. That is most welcome. Irabor is on the grapevine. Irabor, good morning to you.
Morning, Ayo. Morning, everybody.
It's good to have you on a Tuesday as always. And it is always a time where I look forward to, certain things going from one side of the room to another, tsunami, when you just drop your takes here and there. So looking forward to that this morning. Also looking
No,
forward to you sharing your thoughts with us on WhatsApp. Please send those messages in on 0809 444 0981. 0809 444 0981. That is the WhatsApp number. You can also join the stream on YouTube. It's Smooth 981 FM Lagos, Smooth 981 FM Lagos. And I will say this right off the bat that you need to keep your radio glued to the grapevine this morning because you possibly could get some, a goodie or two as the show gets along. So to find out what exactly that might or might not be, you need to be here. That's all I can say at the moment. Let me leave you hanging in suspense. Okay, Rabo, let's get into Hollywood, not sorry, Nollywood, Nigerian music scene. Anyways, Nollywood bad boy Timini Egbuson has called out Nigerian musicians for not supporting their counterparts in the movie industry. Now, the actor whose latest movie, Real Love, is still in the cinemas, explained that while Nollywood actors support the music industry, the musicians are in the habit of not returning the favor. Now, he took to X to share this sentiment, ending it by suggesting that he's not ready to have a full-blown conversation on the topic at the moment. You then wonder why he decided to bring that sentiment up. And I saw something that Dotun posted, and he asked the question, more or less, that how have the Nigerian actors supported the music industry, throwing the question back at Timini. Anyways, Irabor, let me get your perspective on this one. Does he have a leg to stand on here, or is he just talking?
remember that time when I was mentioning that, opinions, people tend to not want to hear opinions. They'll be like, is it your this? Is it your that? And I always ask this question, like, should we even keep commenting or giving our opinions on things? Because the more you engage in life, the more you kind of see things from different people's lenses.
Mm,
You would wonder why Timini would be mentioning this right now. It's because he's now an executive producer. He's behind the scenes and he's also in front of the camera. So I'm sure before, there's certain things that they would have asked of him. He would just be like, I'm not doing it, maybe because it's messing up his swag or his IG handle or something. But now he's like, Omo, you would need support to really push this thing. And so it's him seeing it from that angle begged the comment, really is wishing musicians supported Nollywood the way, they support their music. But that's a conversation for another day. And if we're going to be very objective, and this is me laying the foundation for this thing I want to say. This is not a dig at Timini or anybody. It's just a case of what Dotun said. Because if you look at what Dotun said, he said, I really wish Nollywood and musicians supported and celebrated the platforms / media that help them grow and build their numbers and then feasibility and visibility. But that's a conversation for another day, which he's entirely right, because in as much as people pay stations for promotions and all that, at the end of the day, the OAP or media personality still has to do their job. But now there's a thing about that personality liking whatever product is being released. Now, this is irrespective of popularity or clout or anything. Like, I just admire what this filmmaker or this musician has done with whatever resources they have, if they
mm,
do have it or they don't have it. Do you understand? Like, you're just promoting art for what it is, regardless of the fact that you're getting paid or you're not getting paid. So what I would say is we all need to imbibe what America as a country does, in the sense of it is about America at the end of the day, regardless of whether it is Democrat or Republican. So we need to stop trying to compartmentalize this thing. We need to look at what is the Nigerian dream, what is the Nigerian entertainment industry or whatever sector you're focusing on at the moment, what is the collective dream that is going to be better for everybody as a whole, not selfish reasons. Are we supposed to push everybody? Yes. That is what we need to do. I don't think Timini would promote every or most movies, except it is related to somebody that he knows. So he too needs to look
Right.
internally to do what he's, he needs to practice what he's preaching as well. Promote a film that you have no connection to. Talk about something that is not related to you. If you go for a media interview and you connect to some OAPs there, and maybe they have an event or something, even if you're not able to show up, post about it or something, even if it's on your stories or something. Like, so we need to look internally and not just complain about things because we are now seeing it from that angle. We also need to be selfless at the end of the day. That is what is going to help us. I hate generalizing, but there's something I've noticed about us, with the melanin tone, is that we don't like to support each other. I don't like the fact that we don't like to support each other. We don't have that. It's a Nigerian thing. Like, we don't want to support each other when it comes to that whole competition. So now, competition is great, of course. Like, if you're going for marketing, radio stations will want to edge out the next radio station because, yes, they want to get the money and, put the lights on and all that. But like, that's why I gave the analogy of the American thing where, are we now still going to look after Nigerian radio, for example? Like, I wouldn't want to go and chuck a knife in my brother's back if it's going to hurt the collective Nigerian radio ecosystem. Do you understand my point? So we have to look beyond that. There's competition, but there's now the overlapping thing of, the brand Nigeria, the brand Nigerian music, the brand Nollywood, the brand Nigerian radio. So we need to also collectively promote it too, because if the industry is not thriving, yes, you have cabals. Yes, you have those who will be A-list, B-list, C-list, D-list at the end of the day. But if you look at SAG-AFTRA now, for example, there are certain parameters that you cannot hire somebody beyond a certain pay grade. Look, forget all that one that they are saying about and the other strike that they were doing, like so people were not paid, so people. Yes, there is pay disparity for racism, and yeah, we get it. But what I'm saying is, like, structurally, it's not so way off compared to what we have. So we need to internalize this thing and look at it from Dotun's standpoint, in the sense that the media, the musicians, the movie makers, everybody needs to promote. That is why me, on my shows, on my own platforms, I mean, there's this movie on the Red Pill, Yahoo Plus. I said, these guys, I don't know them, but what they did with that film, with the resources they had, I know that if they had more money, they would have done better. But I acknowledge them for that particular part, and I don't know them. They are not popular. I would also talk about a movie like Something About the Briggs and be like, wow, that's my movie contender for the year. So we need to push our art, which is why I say nobody. I would not even feel anything if anybody comes to me and be like, Irabor, why are you criticizing so and so movie? I'd be like, yes, it's the same mouth I used to praise movies. It's the same mouth I would criticize the movie, and I'm only criticizing it because I'm saying, and again, sorry, I'm not blowing trumpet. I'm a professional. I know what I'm saying. I've been in the industry. I know how things could work, or how things should work, or how things work. So if I'm speaking, I do my best, because you're an opinion leader. It's on you to make sure you're not biased, to be as objective as possible. So if we're
Definitely.
speaking about these things, I mean, if you're revered enough to be listened to, fine. Make sure that you take that responsibility, with everything. So I'm not siding Timini in this one. He has a point in the sense that, a certain faction may not be supporting. But now, are you showing love too? Are you doing the same thing to other factions as well, robustly, as in its entirety, for the entire industry? I don't think he does, from what I've seen online. You understand? Now, he could be doing it offline, I don't know. But again, online is always championing everything these days, So
Definitely.
let's all be, very, 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 very particular about how we move, and let us all be particular about the need to support each other. We need to support each other. That this one, I'm saying, so we need to support each other, because everybody's like, if it's not illicit, if it's not billis, everybody's pursuing clout. If it's not the ad, I don't want to rub body with this. Look at the film that Timini even did. I'll give him credit for this one. The lead actress that he played with, this could be a budget thing, regardless of the fact the girl is talented. He cast her in the film. And this film is already going to gross over 100 million plus. So again, my own is, I just want what's best for the industry. I don't really care
Exactly.
about and everything. Let's just focus on the industry. That's my own take. Focus on the industry, support everybody, and let it be a very good playing field that everybody can still eat.
That's exactly how it should be. Some people, it's a thing, it's a pride thing for them. Oh, because I'm at this level, I can't be seen associating with this and all that. Even though that particular thing, that particular product or whatever it is
Yeah.
absolutely touching up, but they just feel,
Yeah.
nah, I can't be seen, posting this kind of thing. I mean, what's that? It's not good for my,
Yeah.
it doesn't
Yeah.
look good and all that. I mean, what they say, we rise by lifting others. It really
Ah,
will not cost anything, really, to see something good, talk about it, rave about it. You never can tell. You could be that particular
man.
person to take that product or that project from ground one, from level 1 to level 100. It doesn't
If I
cost anything at all.
if I open my mouth on this topic, like say, like give examples and everything, I mean, I have our people like in the industry now, Nollywood, where you know we're all doing the same thing, and everybody wishes everybody well. Well, me, I speak for myself. Now you release a film. Before you release your film on just normal levels, and you're not owing me anything. I'm not owing anything. I'm like, Jonathan,
Mm.
like I bet everybody's easygoing. So, but you they give me levels. Meanwhile, if we really, really put everything on the table, your level not reach. But maybe because of social media or whatever, you they give me levels. Now your film come out. I'm not, please, to be clear, I'm not speaking about Timini. I'm speaking about another person. Like I'm saying, you they give me levels. Then your film comes out. We jam for premiere. You won't come familiar with me because you want me to promote your film. I was just looking like my man. No, and you know the funny thing, I will promote the film because it's what we do. If the film is good, I will talk about it from the mountaintops.
That's how
But
it should be.
you understand? I will. It takes not like I look. Trust me, I'm telling you this. Like you can fact check this from when I started my career till today. So, but if the film is bad, I will say so. Now, what is now funny is that if I now go and say the film is bad, which if it is bad, the person will think say, "I they try damage their market." So like we are so twisted, eh? That's why most people sometimes you just say they don't say anything. They just keep quiet because if I talk problem, if I don't talk problem, but it is what it is, Sha. We'll all be fine.
Mm. It is what it is. We'll be fine at the end of the day. Let's just support each other where necessary. If you something good, something great, hey, talk about it to the high heavens. It really doesn't take anything away from you at the end of the day. All right, quick break. When we come back in, Irabor, I'm going to get your thoughts finally concerning the Unizik student situation. I can't believe I haven't talked about it yet, but I will get your thoughts on this particular one.
Mm.
I want to see what side of the divide that you are
I'm
on.
ready to off my mic. Oh.
Keep it tuned to the grapevine. This is Smooth 98.1. Hey, I know go off your mic. Oh. You will talk the talk. You will talk the talk.
Hmm.
I've seen so many different takes on this particular issue.
Yeah.
See, the advent of social media
Guy.
has revealed the thought
Guy.
of different people, and sometimes you just sit down and look that how person go reason like this.
Like.
I mean, we're all entitled to opinions, but I feel that some opinions should not be aired. There's some opinions that should not be aired. Yes, it's your opinion, it's your thoughts, it's your perspective. But I'm sorry, your perspective doesn't make sense.
My guy. See,
That's it.
this is the way you talk.
That's how I see it.
Well, it is well.
That's how I see it too.
Because the person talk like that's the thing about what I was trying to say before we even started. I say if person talk now, they'll say, is it your TikTok? Is it your dance video? Is it your kidney? Meanwhile,
You
we're not
know,
looking at the fact that we're not looking at the fact that this thing where this person dey do is there's no sense.
or you see something bad and then you talk about it, you say, mind your business. Our body, her
Mm.
choice, his body, his choice. This one, that one. I'm
Mm.
like, okay. This is why we are where we are.
Ah,
You see bad, you talk about it, you're a bad person.
you're a bad person.
Anyway, all right, welcome back into the Grapevine. It is a Tuesday morning. Smooth 98.1 is the station. The Smooth Breakfast with yours truly, Ayokunmi, KK and Irabor Okosun is with me this morning, breaking tables and so on and so forth. Or should I say we're about to break a couple of tables? Probably. probably. But you can join us this morning. Share your messages on WhatsApp on 0809 444 0981. 0809 That is the WhatsApp number. You can also join us on YouTube at Smooth 981 FM Lagos. Smooth 981 FM Lagos. That is the YouTube platform. Xavier Xavier says, as much as Irabor is a rabble rouser, he has a good heart. At least he helped quench my cravings at one point. If you know, you know. Yes, Xavier, I remember very, very clearly. Then, if this is I hope you'll talk about Ned Chika and Regina Triangle. If we have time, we can touch on that. That triangle is very triangular, as it were. But anyways, Irabor, welcome back in. And as I mentioned, that break, let's head over to the UNIZIC, where the alumni of the Nnamdi Azikiwe University have commended the institution's decision to expel the student's Chiamaka Godimbakwe, who assaulted a lecturer of the university, Dr. Chukwudi Okoye, for disrupting her TikTok video. Now, a video showing a lady assaulting a lecturer surfaced online, I think it was last Wednesday, generating widespread attention on social media. So the management saw that, they put out a statement saying they were going to look into it, and they set up a panel on the conduct of the students, and they found her guilty of misconduct and recommended her for expulsion, which was adopted by the university authorities. Now, this happened, and of course, trust social media, a lot of different perspectives, thoughts, think pieces, or not thoughtful pieces also coming out on the matter. But Irabor, we haven't spoken about this. Let me get your perspective on this particular matter.
They always say certain things have pros and cons. Sometimes you look at social media and you're just like, it's more of cons. I don't know how we have to regulate it, and I don't like things being regulated because it's going to have to affect certain businesses, and I don't know how we can work around it. But now, the reason I'm mentioning this is because see this situation. A student. Imagine back in the day, did you even have the audacity or the liver to even? There are certain mates that you can't even talk to. It's now your lecturer. I don't know. It's sad to see. It's sad to hear about that a student would even. Now, please don't get me wrong. I'm an advocate for defending yourself. If somebody comes to attack you, you defend yourself. So let's say the lecturer was coming to attack her and she defended herself, and hey, fine, no problem. But this is just, well, you're making a TikTok video and excuse me, and come on, and there's something that this social media age is making us want to buy into, which I will do my best, my last dying breath, to not buy into and advocate for people not to buy into it, where we cannot give opinions on things that are bad, that we know clearly are bad. I'm not even talking about biblically, bad, but I'm talking about like bad, just bad morally, and if you share your opinion, it's an issue. I don't advocate for that. The student is wrong. Maybe expulsion may not have been the punishment, but again, sometimes you have to kind of pass a message to let people know that, okay, this kind of thing is not supposed to happen. So when I saw it, I just was not for it at all. There are some posts that were made that something happened, whether the man was toasting or be something, blah, 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 blah. See, again, we don't know the full story, but based on what we are seeing, I don't think that the student was right in any capacity. We need to really be respectful. We need to be wary of our actions. I'm not saying that there aren't situations where you can lose your temper or whatever, but especially when you have done that, you have to make sure that you apologize and make amends for all those type of things. So the university has taken the decision. They've expelled her. I was even reading another story where there's a particular man on YouTube who said he has a school and something happened, not related to this, but he said he even expelled the girl, the other siblings, because the man didn't want any person from their family to be in the school. This was sin of one person. This was sin of one person. So I guess Unizic's expulsion was just fair. That man's one was like, we remove the rot and the canker worm from the source, everything, all this entire family, people should get out of here. So we should just be wary of how social media is directing our actions and how we are misbehaving and just taking things so lightly and removing all these traditional values, the right traditional values that have been put in us from back in the day. So we need to kind of put this in this new generation, however we can. I don't know where it went wrong, whether it's the parents or the fathers were not present, or I really don't know where it went wrong. Like my godchildren, for example, their mom and their dad, they know me now when Uncle Irabor is around and everybody's watching tab. They know now I bring the medicine for them. Hey, they know this. Do you understand? They know this, but I still show them love. Do you understand? At the end of it, so there has to be that balance. You cannot come around and come and be doing anyhow. You go chop them. You understand? So we need to reintroduce it again. I'm not lying. I'm not talking about brutalizing kids. Please get me. When you're talking, what are you saying? Hey, there's a balance. Even in the Bible, there's a moderation. Do you understand? Backhand slap here and there would correct some mistakes in the future. I'm sure OnlyFans would not be in existence if there was some backhand slap in some places.
Well, what I will say is that, and this actually cuts across board, not just for the girl in question and her generation. I think it cuts across board for a lot of people, being emotionally intelligent, applying wisdom as well. Because if she had not reacted in the way she did, all this would not have come up or transpired at all. That sort of reaction she had, and then the thought of, hey, I'm going to attack this person, I'm going to bite this person, because there was biting involved in the whole thing. All this would not have happened at all. Just learning when to just keep your mouth shut, when to take a step back, when to walk away. As was it hey, what Kenny Rogers said, you need to know when to hold up, when to fold up, when to walk away, and when to run. You need to know.
I just revealed your age with style.
My age with style. No, it's not my age with style. Let me just say my mother blessed me with good music. God bless her soul. Yes.
Amen.
It's all I will say on that one. So we really need to be circumspect and apply our brains, because there's some grown-ups as well who react to situations and then after regret their actions. So let's try as much as possible to keep ourselves in check, really. Now, this girl in question has been kicked out of school and needs to start all over again. It's going to be a tough road. For what it's worth, wish her all the best going forward. Let me take a few messages really quickly here. Tayo says, from bad boy to producer, Timini now knows the struggle is real, but the demand is too much these days. It's give and take, not on the platter. There's no support because we prioritize competition over collaboration. If you invite some of them to the grapevine, it's only me that will come as Tayo. No people that want to come to the grapevine. This studio will be full. I'm telling you. A person will say we rise by lifting others. Done the rant on top commissioner of police. Just call Davido's name. Just call his name. Just say Davido. No need to go around the corners. And then concerning the lady in question, she beats him on the hand. Is she a vampire? On social media, similar situation, and it's been handled with maturity on both ends. It's the audacity for me. It's not only toast, it's bread toaster. I beg. Make that theory come out. Who else is talking to us here? Xavier. Okay, I've taken Xavier's message. Francis says, Irabor took about 15 minutes on that particular matter. Yes, so that's a mini matter. It was a very serious one. We had to talk about it. Cisco Delgado says, Bros Irabor, forget. So you see, me, I promote Smooth FM Radio. Die. The best radio station on the face of the African continent. And the world as well, Cisco. And the world. You need to add that. Cisco says, Irabor, you're not wrong, please. Your thoughts and opinions show you are really an elder regarding the student-lecturer saga. So, Irabor, your own age too is showing. Let me not say anything more than that.
Let us do this giveaway.
All right, Irabor, let you do the honors.
All right, so we're going to be doing 2 monthly subscriptions giveaways for Grapevine listeners. All you have to do is just call in or send a WhatsApp message quickly.
No, I think a WhatsApp message is...
Okay, my WhatsApp message.
Yeah.
So give us 3 previous Grapevine hosts. 3 previous Grapevine hosts. That's
fastest fingers. 3 previous Grapevine hosts.
Yes.
First 3 correct answers.
To the Orange app. I'm sure you know what the Orange app is. Orange app. Monthly subscription. We don't want you to be doing the piracy up and down. So
exactly.
You win 2 monthly subscriptions for the Orange app. So give us 3 previous Grapevine hosts or analysts. 3 previous. Fastest
so
finger, back. While we are talking about what's that story that they say we should talk about, Seth?
Okay, Tayo says Folu Storm, Shokwe Martins, and Omas.
All right, all right, all right, all
Let's
right, all right.
let's keep that in the pocket. Let's keep that in the pocket. Xavier from Bagada says Zibi, Folu, and Shokwe.
Okay, so that's it. Those are our two winners. So they each get 1 month subscription. So that's we're giving away two. So each of them get 1 month subscription to the Orange app.
All right, Xavier, and of course, Tayo, you guys were the first, were the quickest to the draw. Yes, Tali is surprised. I mean, she answered, but man, Xavier and Tayo were a lot faster than you were. Don't worry, don't worry. We will cook some more stuff along the line on the grapevine for you guys to actually enjoy. But for today, oh, it is Tayo and Xavier. Xavier, I should not give you this because you're chopping too much. What's going on? What is happening? But anyways, it's all good. I'll reach out to you on the other side of this and let you know the next thing to actually do. Thank you all for the messages. Let me see if I can squeeze one more in here. Shimon Odia says, to quote the classic movie, The Odyssey, it is easy to be angry. The student should have chosen peace. Indeed, she should have chosen peace. Toasting says, Irabor, the issue isn't social media. That girl is rude. We can't regulate a medium of communication because one girl is rude. Toasting, the number of things that we've seen on social media, it will scare even the person who can't be scared. Anyways, I need to call it a morning. Thank you all for being a part of the grapevine. Thank you so much. And Irabor, big ups to you for joining me. And of course, showing some love. Hey, some love sometimes is very necessary.
It's for those that did not have Valentine last week. Oh.
Well, I didn't have Valentine last week, Shao, but it's all good. There's no problem.
It's all right.
No problem. Okay, then. All right. So to our lucky winners, Ty and Xavier, I will be texting you on WhatsApp on the other side to let you know how to redeem your prizes. And of course, thank you for keeping it tuned to Smooth 98.1. Don't go anywhere, anyone. At 9 o'clock, we'll get talking on Lagos Talks. We'll be talking about the SMEs and, of course, accessing financing. Want to know all about that? Keep it tuned to Smooth 98.1.